Hey everybody, this is the old man, and we are going to play some Contra. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you. This is my Thanksgiving Day video. I'm gonna play through all of Contra, just because I want to, and I can. The idea for this kind of started with a guy named Brick Road. He is probably my favorite Let's Player. He does a Christmas video. Every Christmas he says that, you know, it gets to be Christmas time and nobody puts any new content on channels because it's Christmas time. A little bit understandable. But so he does a little Christmas special. He'll play a game in its entirety and play through it. And so I'm going to do that for Thanksgiving. So because, you know, he says, you know, you get with your family and your meal and you open presents and everything, and then sort of by the afternoon or the evening, you know, that's like, what else do you do? And that's kind of how I feel about Thanksgiving too, because, you know, you go, you eat, God forbid you're at a place where the big game is on. If that's happening where you are, you have my sympathies, because, oh gosh. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. You got, for Christmas you got Brick Road, and for Thanksgiving, you got the old man. So, I may do this every Thanksgiving. Just depends. But I'm going to play through all of Contra. And I think it would be a good time to kind of... this is going to be a little bit more what's going to be called a vlog cast. For what I'm going to be doing in the future, especially with, I'm going to do some Christmas videos, not on Christmas. What I'm going to do is do some, every Sunday I'm going to do like an Advent video. If I can do it without coughing, because I just had a cold, or I'm getting over a cold. But what the idea is that I play a game and I kind of talk about whatever. And I would just like to point out that I went through that entire level without dying. The idea being that I'm just going to talk about something. It's not going to be like an official Let's Play, but it's going to be more of a, you know, more of a vlog. That's not, because I don't like go out and do things. So it's more of a more podcast vlog type thing. Anyway, that's what this is going to sort of be a little bit, because everybody's played Contra. Like, there's nobody that hasn't played Contra. Like, I don't have anything new to say about Contra, other than it does seem that, really, in my opinion, that Contra was one of those games that seemed to be a lot more popular on console than it ever was in the arcade. I never really saw a Contra, like an arcade cabinet for Contra, but everybody had the Nintendo game. And that's really, I mean, that's the only thing that's, other than it's just awesome and fun and memories. Don't get that F. Oh my word. Keep the spread. I was originally going to try to do a 3-man run, because I can do a 3-man run of this game. I have done it. But what I realized is that I did it without commentary because I was just practicing, and I was so involved with the commentary or so involved with the game playing that I was like, I'm never going to be able to do any commentary. I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this, concentrate doing 3 lives and do commentary too. So I just decided I'd give myself some wiggle room and do the 30-man code, which is pretty much how everybody gets through it. And so I'll be able to just sort of play and relax and talk, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And hopefully, if you're watching this on Thanksgiving Day, I hope you have fun watching it. And I hope I provide a better alternative than the friggin' game, whatever game sportsing is going on. Because I don't like sports. I've never liked sports. And a lot of the reason of me not liking sports is, number one, I'm bad at it. I'm spectacularly terrible at sports. And it was just also just never any fun for me. People got so upset about where this ball was going to go or be, and I just never understood the point. So, but it should be Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving when you're watching this, maybe. If you're watching it on Thanksgiving, I am probably over at my friend Doug's house, hopefully playing board games if nobody gets sick. like they did last year, and not playing Contra. We might play Contra, I don't know, you never know with us two. All I know is that when I hang out with my friend Doug, the chances of us watching the big game are pretty much zero. There's not going to be any big games on when I'm at his house. Ooh, whew. Oh man, that was some good jumping right there. But Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. Christmas is being my absolute favorite holiday. And what was I saying? October sort of, we're in my, as of this video, my favorite time of year. It officially starts on like October, oh crud. Man. Officially, son of a gun, officially starts in October. And ends in the end of January, and then February and March are kind of okay, but and then April and May, and then May, once May starts, it's just like, it starts getting hot, and there's no cool holidays, and it's just awful. And so October, November, December, January, that's my favorite time of year. And Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays because it always has been. And I always like fall and winter are my favorite seasons, and so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Actually, I'm not doing too bad except for those 2 deaths right there. I mean, I went through that whole stinking level without dying. Yeah, I'm glad I put the 30-man code on because I'd pretty much be continuing right now. It's a good time for me, at least right now, to talk about what I'm thankful for, because I've been a little bit down lately for various reasons. Doesn't matter why, but it's always a good time to remember and be thankful for things, because really, my wife, if you're hearing that codec sound, that's my wife texting me. And what was I gonna say? Thankful. Be thankful. It's a good time to be thankful. I'm going to go ahead and get that because even though the fire sucks in this game. Good time to be thankful because oh my word. Because really, you know, if you're living in America, most likely, and you're watching this video, you know, I don't know where you are or what's going on in your life, but I'm sure we all have reasons to be thankful. We all, and I especially have a lot of reasons to be thankful. I have a beautiful wife that loves me and knows how to do tech things so that I don't have to. I have a beautiful daughter who is healthy and happy, and you know, reading some of the struggles some parents have with, you know, some special needs kids. I'm so thankful that, you know, somehow I got the luck of the draw on that one. We were very blessed to have a very healthy little girl, even though she doesn't want to listen and do what I say, but I think that's all 5-year-olds, so we're good on that. I'm very thankful in terms of, you know, I got a decent house that we live in, and we both got decent jobs, even though you know, there's a lot worse jobs out there I could have. I've had some of them, so I might not be thrilled with my current job, but it's definitely better than some jobs I could have. So we have a lot of reason to be thankful, and I think you do too. And I'm glad that we kind of, whatever political wise you think about, you know, the whole, oh, that was dumb, I just jumped right into that roller. Hey, that's excellent right there. Whatever, you know, political thing you might feel about all that, it is good to take some time out and just look at what we have and just be grateful that, oh gosh, just be grateful that, you know, oh my word. And see, this is why I'm doing a 30-man run, because I can't do it regular. Just take some time to be thankful, and be grateful for the things that you do have, because, you know, it can all go south pretty quick. Not to be morbid, but, you know, we went to my wife's grandfather's funeral. He passed away not too long ago, and, you know, it wasn't sudden, He'd been in specialized care for a while, so we knew that was coming, but it's never easy, and everything can go, see, like that, everything can go south really fast, in just a blink of an eye. And so it's always good to just be mindful, especially me, who I'm given to complaining often. And I remember a time that my mom, who is wonderful, and she didn't get really diagnosed with anything, but they found tumors in her skull, and we were all really, really worried, because this could be, who knows what that could be. They turned out to be benign, but for a while there, I was praying pretty hard. So I've lost 6 guys so far. So what? That's 2 continues. 2 continues that I would have done. And we were all praying really hard because okay, good. Oh crap. Because nobody knew, and I didn't want to lose my mom. She's one of my best friends, and hey, got another free guy. So I guess it's not really an accurate picture. I'm looking at my guys left to say how good I'm doing. I don't know. Somebody should keep track. Maybe I'll watch it and I'll keep track. I'll keep track of how many times I die and see when I review the video. Anyway, I'm just talking about my mom. But she, and like I said, it can all go south pretty quick. So that's why I like the last Doctor Who Christmas special, because they were saying, it can always be last Christmas. Oh, let's get the spreader. Awesome. Yes. So it's always good to be thankful. I've said that 15 times already, because I'm trying to play the game. And the other thing I really like, I always loved getting together with family. I don't know what everybody else's family's like, but my family's actually pretty cool, as far as families go. And definitely need the spread for that giant tank. My family's pretty cool, and I've always had positive memories of... Son of a gun. Always had good memories of my family. I remember one particular Thanksgiving, we were all together, and I would I'm gonna die here. Crap. Let's see if I can jam on the button and maybe get this done. We'd all sat around, we were watching Next Generation. This was 93, so Next Generation was always on television. Oh my word! I'm glad I got that on tape. On camera, on tape? Yeah, because I'm taping this for my TV. Jeez. And we all sat around watching Next Generation, and I was collecting Star Trek cards and stuff, and it was just really fun. We always had fun. We didn't have... Nice. My family we're really fortunate in that we didn't have a lot of the drama that some families might have. Not that we were completely drama free, but we didn't have our Thanksgivings didn't turn into this free for all or anything. It was just a really nice, pleasant time, and I got to hang out with my cousin, who was my best friend for a long time, and I was her best friend for a long time. It was just really fun. So, and Christmas was really fun, and so this time of year, all the holidays, is always my favorite time. Always my favorite time of year. And now that I'm older, we've got I live far away from my family, so I don't get to see them a lot. But, 25 guys. Ugh. Energy Zone. This game's not that long. I have a different set of friends, and we always have fun with them. And so yeah, Thanksgiving's always been fun to me. And I used to, back in the day, I used to be able to I'd rent a video game. I'd rent some Super Nintendo game or something. And you know what? Let's jump from down here, because when I practiced, that's what killed me on my 3-man run that I tried to do. Even though I died way more times. I'd rent a game, and then I'd get to play it all Thanksgiving weekend long, and that was fun. I remember I rented Final Fantasy 6 for 6-3, whatever it was, Illusion of Gaia, Return of the Jedi, lots of cool, fun games that I got to play. And hang out with my cousins, and they were usually pretty fun. Except when we were, yeah, during Christmas time and they put me in the closet, that was not fun. That's another story. That's more of a Christmas story. My mom used to host Thanksgivings, and my wife and I haven't hosted Thanksgiving. We hosted it once, like right when we had just gotten married. And we didn't do too terrible a job, I don't think. But we haven't hosted it since because no particular reason. It's just usually people are like, hey, we're hosting Thanksgiving. And we're like, all right, we'll be there. What do you want us to bring? And then my wife makes this awesome thing where she wraps sweet potatoes in bacon and cooks them. And oh man, that's good. That's some good stuff. But we haven't hosted it, and I don't. Not that we're opposed to it. We just don't. We just don't. When I was a kid, we used to call this guy Joe Cool. I don't know why, but that was just our name for him. We called him Joe Cool. And I used to have a friend named John, and I think he originated the name Joe Cool for this guy. That's what we used to call him. What else was I going to say? The food. I always love Thanksgiving food, too. Like mashed potatoes and gravy and pumpkin pie and turkey and stuffing. What do they call stuffing here? Down in the South, they have something else. And I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but it's not like stovetop stuffing like we have in the North. It's something else, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember what they call it. I don't want to say filling. It's not filling. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts until I remember, and then I'm going to remember, and I'll be at the end of the video. But it's not called stuffing, and it's more of a. It's not like crap. I missed that. It's more of a, it's definitely a thicker sort of consistency than regular stuffing is. Dressing! It's called dressing. That's what it's called. And it's definitely more, jerk. Hey, stop it. I'm trying to shoot this spike ball. It's more bready. It's more like, not bready, it's thicker. Like, I don't know how to say it. It's just, but it's good. It's good stuff. Last year, we were all sick for Thanksgiving, and that sucked. Well, I wasn't sick. It was my wife, my friend Doug. We went over to his house, like I've said, and he got sick. We ate the meal, and he was like, and he disappeared into the bedroom, and I never saw him again. I mean, obviously, I saw him again, like in life. I just didn't see him again. Oh, good. Well, at least I have that. Let's see if I can get down there without murdering myself. And he sort of disappeared. So my wife and I, my wife sat there and, poop, talked to his wife, and I was just kind of bored because the kids were playing, and I just sat there bored. I was hoping we'd play board games, but we didn't. Everybody got sick. And then when we got home, my wife was sick, and my daughter was sick, and they just literally laid in bed for the rest of the last Thanksgiving, just moaning and being pitiful, and it was, yeah, last Thanksgiving wasn't that fun. The one before was fun, though. We hung out, and we watched the 50th Doctor Who special. That was good. That was a good special. If you're like Doctor Who, I thought the 50th was fantastic. Die, guys. Ooh. And I remember one Thanksgiving, I must have rented Metroid, because I rented a Metroid and played it, and I would go into the kitchen and get a roll, and I would load it down with butter and eat the roll, and play Metroid. I had some other Thanksgivings, like the Thanksgiving vacation, where my friend Mike would come over, who I've mentioned before, and we had my grandmother's camcorder, and we would just go make stupid videos. Like we would go into we did this one thing where we'd go into our basement was really disgusting and gross, and we went in there and pretended like it was some ritzy hotel, and then we'd go into like my parents' bedroom, which was really nice, and pretend it was some like shack or whatever. It was fun. It was stupid. It's kind of like what I'm doing now is like recording myself, because me and Mike used to just record ourselves on tapes and stuff, doing little skits and shows, and apparently I have not grown onto that. And here's the last level. So yeah, I don't really have to talk about Contra, because seriously, who doesn't know about Contra? I think this is going to be one of a million videos about Contra, and that's fine, because this, like I've said before, this is just kind of me doing, this me having fun. But yeah, there's nothing to say about Contra. It's awesome. If you haven't played it, you need to go play it, and nobody will shame you for using the 30 guy code, because that's pretty much how anybody can beat it. Though I have, for the record, beaten it with 3 guys. Maybe I'll just do like a non-commentary video follow-up of me actually doing that, just so I can prove that I can do it, because I only did it once, so it's not like it's something that I've mastered. I've only did it once, and I was very happy. And you know what? I think that might be enough. That might just be enough for me. Crap! I also would like to time how long I can keep the spread. That would be another interesting little video. Okay. Poop. Now this game's about 20 minutes long if you play it straight. Duck down, dummy. I always do like to kill these bottom ones and then kill the heart. Oh gosh. I'm definitely glad that I have 30 lives, because I just... Yay! I beat it! Awesome! Contra, everybody. I beat Contra with 30 guys. I didn't continue. That is a good thing, though, because I used to take me all 3 continues to beat Contra, but I've got it down to 1 continue. So that was 1 continue. Congratulations. Hey, it's even spelled right. I wonder what the Macy's Day Parade's like. I like to watch that every year if I'm not working, because my job doesn't believe in Thanksgiving, so we have to work. And I've been lucky to get off every single Thanksgiving since they started that, and I'm kind of hoping that I can still do that. Because now I have seniority and I've pretty much been there longer than anybody else, so I usually tell my manager, hey, you know what? You know who should work on Thanksgiving? These 2 new kids. And a lot of times that's what happens. As long as it's not me, I don't want to work on Thanksgiving. I want to watch the parade. And my daughter is not... you'd think she would be interested in the parade, but she's totally not interested in the parade. So we watch it for like a minute, and then she's like, let's play! I kind of want to play. Let's watch TV. Playing is a lot of energy. So yeah. Next thing I'm going to do is... some videos on each week before Christmas, Advent videos, and I'm gonna just talk about Christmas. I'm gonna have a couple of topics that I'm gonna cover. They're gonna be a little bit more spiritual, if that, hopefully not douchey, or whatever. But how many guys did I end up with? How many guys? 20. So 10 guys. That's maybe 3 continues. Maybe 3 continues. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving. And God bless you. And I'll see you for my regular Let's Plays and then the Christmas videos.